You decided to stay at Utrecht for your graduate education. Did you consider moving somewhere else, abroad maybe?
Yes, but not very seriously. I thought that Utrecht was good enough for me for the time being, and communications were good enough to learn also what studies were done elsewhere in the world. So I didn't feel the pressure to go to some other university.
How do you choose your advisor, Martino Speldman?
Well, that's a story by itself, because he is a very strong personality, and so he had a very different background in science and physics than I had. He grew up in a small town where he was the only of in his family who went to secondary school and who would go to university. So, but he actually wanted to be a car mechanic. He didn't want to go into physics. He wanted to make better cars and so on. So, but then when he had to choose, the technical university was further away than Utrecht University from his hometown. So his parents said, the travel costs would be too high, so you go to the nearest university, period. So the closest to technology he could find was physics. And so he was very much interested in theoretical physics, in experimental physics as well as theoretical physics. But he had a very different attitude. He looked at physics like a car which doesn't go as fast as it should. So how do you repair its engine to make it run better? And that is also his attitude in physics. So it's very different from my attitude. And so, for instance, he didn't like mathematics as much as I did. And so he didn't believe, purely mathematical arguments. Whereas I thought they are essential for us to understand some things.
How was he as an advisor? Could you describe?
Well, he was. I must say, he was a great advisor, because he was very tough. He had seen that I had very high grades as an undergraduate, but he said, I don't believe that. You are just a protege of your uncle. If you're any good, you have to show it to me. That was his attitude. Okay. And I loved that attitude. I thought, it's fine. I want to show you that I understand things. And so in the early days, he didn't believe that I was any good, but he just said, no, like all the students, he gave me a bunch of topics to study. And then I said, yes, those are interesting topics, but not really as interesting as the thing you're working on yourself. He was working on Young-Mills theories. So I said, your problem sounds much deeper and more interesting than the others that you are suggesting to me. So I want to study that. And his first response was, well, I've been working on this for years, and the topic is getting very difficult now. So how do you think you can enter into it? But I thought about it, and I had my own ideas. And I said, yes, I think I want to give it a try.